Uh, I finished a session with a client who was pretty much very senior, very, very senior. He is 60 plus, and he just booked my session to just have a conversation with me, more of a retired guy. And, we spoke, and there were so many wonderful life lessons that he shared with me. And one, there was one that I wanted to share with you because it really hit me, really hit me in the head. And if he's watching, he knows who he is. And I just want to say thank you for sharing this because I definitely thought this is something I should share with you guys. Okay. Um, let me take you back with real life examples. My mother, she was she is just like me, very hardcore ADHD, hyper, doesn't like to follow rules, always likes to do different things. Um, However, she also had certain quirks which made her very unique, and one of them was being crazy about money. She really not just loved money, she wanted to save money, she wanted to build, have properties, have, businesses, which was very common, especially if you're coming from the village. And in Dubai, for her Dubai life, it was like gold rush. So my mother, as you know, in my other videos, I've said she built a legacy for herself where she could have retired and been happy forever. However, series of bad times came, and that is where she realized it was not her talent or it was not her skill, or she was not a genius. She was just the right person at the right time at the right place. However, she didn't want to accept that. She believed that she became rich and successful because she was, a genius, or she was amazing, or whatever. In fact, if you ask any rich person or successful person, what is the secret to your success? They'll always say hard work, focus, strategy. And if they want to show you that they are a little humble, what they'll say, oh, God's grace, Allah bless me, God bless me. Like B.R. Shetty, oh, Allah gave me. When you would go to Muslim country, when you go to Hindu country, Bhagwan ne de diya. And if you go by Christians, God gave me. And then there are others who would say, yeah, a bit of luck, whatever. The reality is, you need to be the right person at the right place at the right time with the right amount of luck. Otherwise, you're not going to achieve success. Like, for example, the people who joined YouTube when it just started, they made shitloads of money and they became viral, even if it was rubbish content. Today, however, if you jump into YouTube, there are billions of videos. So, for my mother, she couldn't accept the fact that she was losing because now reality had stricken. Her luck had run out. And I was a young boy when, I don't know, maybe as 14 or 15, and I told my mom, listen, this is not the right way to do things. Something we were arguing or talking about. And then my mother, I think I hit a nerve. And she turned around and said, you don't know who I am. Okay? You don't know who I am. You don't know what I can do. Okay? I made you up like this. I raised you. I took care of you like this. Okay? Don't talk much. You don't know what I can do, and I will show you. I, I don't, honestly, I don't remember what my response was, but I could never forget that statement that my mother gave because she clearly believed that, she was going to achieve success. Okay, fine, whatever. Unfortunately or sadly, she didn't. Okay. And no matter what she tried, no matter how much she tried, she kept failing. And you know the story, she lost everything. Now, here's a strange part of the funny part. My mother is not just one person who has done this mistake. We all are guilty of doing it at some point of time. I don't know about you, but I will speak about myself. Okay. Let's see if you can relate to it. I remember when I joined this company as a director, in that capacity. And they had given me a Range Rover. Range Rover has company vehicle. It was the owner's. The owner gave it to me. He said, you can drive it. Oh, how I love to show off. Obviously, if you get a Range Rover with all the options, you definitely want to show it around and flex, and girls were impressed. I was posting it on social media. I was showing off. I literally showed off everyone who knew me so that I would feel great. I was flexing. But the reality is, it was not mine. I didn't pay monthly installments. I didn't maintain it, nothing. I was just flexing. And one fine day, it was taken away from me when I lost the job, the position. But for that brief period of time, I was showing off. Okay? For that brief period of time. So now, who did I fool? Tell me, who did I fool? I fooled myself. Hey, look, I'm successful. Hey, look, Range Rover. Hey, look, I'm big. It felt good. People were There were people hardly used to say hello to me on Facebook. Said, "Hey, bro, we need to go together for a ride." And hey, then girls are like, "Oh, you look good in that." And, yeah, but the day it went, I didn't mention it on social media. I have no longer the Range Rover. I just kept quiet. Okay, you must have seen on the community tab that I showed a bodybuilding pose after pumping the muscles. Okay, before I was much more bigger than this, much more bigger. Around 125 kilos with steroids and heavy weights and all that. Now, the reality was, yes, I was looking big, but they were just muscles for show. They were not functional muscles. Like if you'd ask me to climb a rope up, I can't do that. If you'd ask me to run a half marathon, I would not be able to do that because it was very heavy and I was not healthy. I was big, but not healthy. Yes, I was strong, but I didn't have endurance. And yes, I did have health complications like cholesterol. I was nearly diabetic. I was nearly having blood pressure, but wanted to show off online. So I'd show my big muscles and yes, as usual, girls were like, wow. Guys were like, ooh, likes, comments, shares, whatever. But then who was I fooling? I was fooling people. But more than that, I was fooling myself. Okay. I've done the same with even girls. When I was dating other girls or going out with other girls, these girls were not married to me. These girls were not going to be with me forever. But I love to brag about it. I love to show, oh, I'm with this girl, I'm with that girl, Instagram, Facebook. Okay. And it felt good. And sometimes if I'd go to a big high class function, I would take the girl with me. And so it'd make me look good. Oh, wow. But then when she was no longer there, did I brag to her, show to her? No, I kept quiet. So this was me during the glory days showing off. I'm rich, I'm successful, I'm happy, I'm the dream boat of every female, I'm strong. But who was I fooling? Who was I fooling? Yes, try to fool the world to make believe that I was great. But the person I was fooling the most was myself. I've had clients who worked in the showbiz industry. They were aspiring actresses. One was a model. She would show the world she's so beautiful. Oh, she was beautiful, very beautiful. And, she would network with people, and guys wanted to date her. Rich men wanted to, invite her for their parties, and she would get offers, but she never struck it big. But what they didn't know, this was what she showed outside. But what they didn't know was every single day when she would wake up, she was struggling. She was struggling to get a job. She was struggling to get paid. She was struggling for a gig. She had to pay her expenses. She had to pay for living in, Sheikh Zayed Road. That was very expensive. She was struggling to pay the bills because she had to put makeup. She had to look sexy. She had to do exercise. She had to take supplements. She had to go to a doctor. There were so many struggles. And on top of that, she was dealing with health issues. She was losing hair. She was having, female problems with her hormones and all that. It was a very tough life, very, very tough life. But externally, she showed she was very happy, very successful. Only I know what she went through. Even today, she is still showing she is successful. She is no longer my client. But it's a terrible life. Why? Because she's trying to show the world she's happy, I'm perfect, I'm sexy, I'm beautiful, but the reality only she knows. And why she's doing it to survive, to sustain. I had another female who was, you know, a very successful executive. She decided to start her own brand, her own company. Initially, big promises, good investor. She had one investor. However, later on, within 1, 2 years, the business flopped. But she was networking with the who's who, going to networking events, showing her profile on Instagram, Facebook that she was successful. All of a sudden, she couldn't show that she was having problems, financial problems, issues, problems with the investor. She didn't even have money. I'm telling you, she didn't even have money to pay her rent. And very soon, she didn't have money even to uh, buy food to eat. She had maxed out on her credit cards. But she had to show the world she's successful because that was the world she lived in. Who wanted to, hang out with her if she showed she had problems? And I'll tell you, she suffered for years and years. I'm not in touch with her. I don't know what has happened to her, but she tried every single thing to make her business work. It didn't work. Last I heard that she went back to the corporate world and she gave up on all these dreams. But you get what I'm trying to tell you? That we all try to put on a facade, we all try to put on an image, we all try to brag or show off because we have to. We live in a society where if you show your problems, people will make fun of you, people will gossip, people will talk shit. So everyone on social media or among their peers, they show a perfect life. Like, have you seen husband with his wife showing a nice photograph on Facebook that they're very happy, this is my child, and they show a very happy, perfect photograph. Maybe the reality is they're fighting like cats and dogs. Maybe their marriage is not going well. Maybe they didn't even have sex for months and months because husband finds it very boring. Husband wants new, sexy, young females. Maybe the wife uh, is no longer beautiful. Maybe the wife doesn't feel loved. Maybe the wife doesn't love the husband anymore. There are so many issues there. What about the guy? Like I told you, I had this client young man who inherited his father's business after his father died suddenly. All the while he was showing expensive car, expensive life. He was having big dreams about expanding all that. After his father died, he found out that his father was hiding the fact that he had taken multiple loans. His business was hemorrhaging. He had falsified the accounts. And he just realized he inherited a complete, disaster. And he had a choice whether to shut down the entire company, liquidate it, and then how would he pay the debtors? How would he pay the banks? It was terrible. But he still had to show the image. Oh, everything is fine. Only the accounts guy, the finance controller knew what was the truth. So what am I trying to tell you through this video? You know, we all of us, we bullshit not only others, we bullshit with ourselves. I'll give you a couple of examples. When you see people on WhatsApp groups, they are literally fighting and arguing and left, right, and center. Okay, as intellects. The reality is, are you an intellect? You're just copy pasting whatever bullshit you get from Google or from the news, and you're acting like you're smart. You're not smart. You're just a guy with an opinion. But you like to show that I'm intelligent, I'm smart. Then you try to formulate a nice debate and you feel good about it. The reality is what? You're just a normal guy. You're just trying to flex and show that you're smart. How many people have their LinkedIn profile where they put amazing sounding words and leadership is this and great incidents and photographs shaking hand with this guy or standing next to some billionaire or millionaire or CEO? What you're trying to show? Oh, I'm rubbing shoulders with the sheikh or with the CEO, with a billionaire. Look at my inner circle. The reality only you know, right? Like why people show my Rolls Royce, my Bugatti, my expensive this thing, my jet. Yes, it feels good to get appreciated, have comments, have praise, but only the reality only you know. You know how empty your life is, or if there's a void, or if you're completely in debt. Nobody knows how many loans you have. Like there are so many. When I was in UAE, how many Emiratis who have four-wheel drives? Okay, expensive, latest cars. Not one, three. Stay in a very posh area with a big villa. Date expensive girls. Go to expensive clubs. But they have not one, not two, maybe five or six credit cards, loans. It's not just locals. There are so many people who do this. I know one businessman who has like 13 credit cards from 13 banks, all maxed out. So we do this on WhatsApp. We do it on Facebook, trying to show perfect family life, perfect family, perfect holiday. We do it when, going to the gym, or we see females do it who are cabin crew. Oh, this limitless pool. Oh, I'm drinking the pina colada. Oh, look at the food I'm eating. Or look at the expensive five-star hotel. I'm eating food with a fork and knife. We are just shouting and screaming, look at me, look at me. My life is perfect. But deep down, like, have you seen people do, like they'll do this and the female will do this and they show love and, oh, I love you. You're my love. I can't live and breathe without you. Marriage photograph, perfect. Very beautiful marriage photograph. Perfect dress. Rented out a super expensive car to show my life is amazing. But nobody knows how many bank loans you and your wife took just to show off. And then we have this social media trend where successful multi-million dollar coaches and I'm earning six figure, seven figure, eight figure. I'll teach you how to do it. You pay me and I'll give you the secrets. What secrets? What secrets of seven figure eight? What secrets? There's no secret. Secret to get rich. Secret to success. Oh, I paid $50,000 for this great guy's course. Yeah, so, what are you trying to say? We are all trying to show that we are perfect. We are all competing in this new hamster wheel. We are trying to show our lives are amazing. The reality only we know. And I realized after speaking to that man, I realized, am I also doing this? I had to catch myself in certain areas. I really had to spend time and think. And I realized, yes, I'm doing it in some places. I'm showing off, even though my circle is very small. Yeah, sometimes I'm showing off. I'm smarter, or I have everything, I have the answers to everything, or, life is perfect. Whatever. And I was like, I need to stop this. I need to look inward and start being a more, I don't know, wholesome person. I don't know if that's the right word, but I need to stop trying to convince others and prove it to others. I need to prove it to myself by giving myself personal targets, work to do, things to achieve, and keep it private. That is why they say, no, if you have really something worthwhile to do, if you really have something worthwhile to do, you'll not have time for bullshit. You'll not, like these people who bash me or hate me or comment below my YouTube videos, hey, you piece of shit, hey, you this, hey, you that. The reality is, if they really had something to do worthwhile, they wouldn't have time. Like, for example, if they had an exam to study and they are rank holders, do you think they'd spend time, uh, you know, passing profanities at people's, you know, wife, children, or hey, you piece of shit, ha ha ha? No, they'd be studying. Imagine someone working on a business to make it happen and traveling and meeting clients, and he has responsibilities, he has bills to pay. Do you think you'd sign in and check someone's content and start bashing them up? No, it's only if you're a bum, if you're a loser. And I realized I need to, even though I don't comment under anyone's videos like bad shit, but I realized I can be better. I have to be better. Otherwise, I'm going to slip down this slippery slope and become what I hate. I need to stop a lot of things. I don't want to share specifically what it is, but I can definitely tell you I have a lot to learn, I have a lot to improve. Okay? If I could give you something to work on, a worthwhile message, it would be this. Ask yourself where you're trying to bullshit with others or bullshit with yourself or just trying to portray your life is perfect or you're happy. But the reality is something else. There's a writing on the wall that you know it is there, but you're ignoring it, like the elephant in the room. How this can be is like, you're going to lose your job in your company, but you just keep postponing it. You know that you lose that work residency visa or whatever, and then you'll go back to nothing. You know that business is now getting affected. AI is taking over your job, but you keep saying, no, 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 no. You keep convincing yourself. You keep trying to show others, I'm still earning big money, I'm still successful. Or let's say, expensive car. You're dying to pay the bills to maintain the car or the mortgage or whatever. But outside you're acting, hey, everything's perfect, man. That doesn't mean you go and, like, those female clients who I told you go and show everyone, oh, I'm suffering, oh, I'm dying. No, you have to show a happy face. If you go to a restaurant, you don't want the waiter or waitress to tell you, oh, I'm suffering, I'm dying, I'm imperfect. No, they're paid money, they want great service. You need to look prim, proper, perfect. Yeah. I'm talking about being explicit where you're trying to fake it to earn those likes, those comments, that validation, that social media currency, that attention. Hey, if you're doing it for business, if you're doing it for survival, I can understand. But remember, if you fake it now, people will eventually catch you. And when you do get caught, once your reputation is destroyed, it's finished. Like if you are showing everyone you're very successful, but then people find out that he has a lot of debts, like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, people found him full of shit. No, nobody trusts him. Or if you show your happy married life, but then people find out that you both are really going through terrible time, then you'll be like, why the fuck are you doing that? Or giving advice about something that you're not fit to do. Oh, I'll help you on 6 figure, 7 figure, 8 figure income. But you're lying. I don't see people stopping from taking photographs in an expensive restaurant. I'm sure if me and my wife would go with my kid to a very expensive joint, let's say 5-star hotel, would I share it? Yes, of course I'd share it. It's a nice moment. But if I were to simply do it just to feel, wow, it's a very difficult thing to explain. All I can tell you is sit quietly, reflect, and ask yourself, what am I doing? Whom am I bullshitting with this? Whom am I lying? Am I fooling people? Am I lying to people? Because if you are, then you're lying to yourself. You're bullshitting with yourself. And for me, as I grow older, I want to be a better human being, if not to the world, to myself. Because just like my mother, she convinced herself that she was invincible. I don't want to walk down that same path. Because if I do, then I'll pay the price that she is paying. I have my challenges. I have things to do. And, we all do. Our battles to fight, problems that we will not want to share, real, the reality of the situation which we don't want to expose. It's like, when you after having a shower, remove all the makeup, remove everything, naked and, with a towel, and you stand naked in front of the mirror, just leaving your body loose, not holding it tight. You just see the imperfections. So be naked in front of yourself and just talk to yourself. Be real. I think that is what at least I need. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on what I've shared. Did it make any sense to you? And if you have any worthwhile nuggets to share, really would appreciate. All right. Good, bad, ugly. Comment down below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.